in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender. To show allegiance to him, you had to ring.
Yo! Dude, I really hope none of that was true. Tonight, I found TikTok so disturbing, you won't be able to fall asleep tonight. I'm not gonna lie, this video is really intense. If you're someone that doesn't really like sensitive topics or sensitive content, this video might not be for you. I literally found the dark side of TikTok, and the things that it exposed will absolutely blow your mind. So make sure to watch till the end because you won't want to miss any information in this video. Before the video starts, I just want to thank all my channel members for the support. If you're someone that likes creepy and dark content, remember to like the video. It says around 45% of you guys are not subscribed, so make sure to smash that subscribe button. Let's go.
He confessed that he murdered someone to ChatGPT. Did you see this?
On ChatGPT.
You f***ing bitch! Hey ChatGPT, I did something really bad.
Do you want to talk about it? Here to listen.
It looked like a dark web video. Imagine just a dark room,
Yeah.
and the guy's face is covered in like white powder, and in the video is like, can I trust you? Can I tell you anything? And then ChatGPT's like,
If I tell you that I did something really bad, then you're gonna tell the police.
I'm here to help with anything you want to talk about. You can share what you're comfortable with, and I'll do my best to support you.
You f***ing bitch!
and then he got mad. I don't f***ing believe you. What can't I tell you? You like having this whole like
Mental breakdown.
Like mental breakdown, and then he said, I murdered someone.
Damn.
ChatGPT is giving you like the most PR answer. It's like,
I killed someone.
I'm really sorry you're feeling this way. It's important to talk to someone who can provide the right support. Please reach out to a trusted friend, family member, or mental health professional. Please.
and then the video just cuts off.
Oh shit.
It's like, what? Is this a joke, or is this like, yo, deadass some guy
Somebody
coming
confessing.
out to confess? Yeah.
Drink of the blood
Don't mind laughing, it's not funny.
Guys, so you are rebaptized by the mother of beasts, the mistress of insanity. The magician Pazuzu cannot save you now. Heed the roar of the demon dog.
Worst. Jimbo, why don't you assist Lunch Lady Doris in the kitchen?
It's hard for me to clean this giant pot when you keep spilling meat tenderizer all over me. Oh, great. Now I gotta work in the dark.
This sandwich tastes so young and impudent. Seymour, what's with the good graft?
Well, perhaps I ought to let you folks in on a secret. You remember me telling Jimbo Jones that I'd make something of him one day?
Are you saying you killed Jimbo, processed his carcass, and served him for lunch?
I wonder where Jimbo is today. He should have beaten us up for our lunch money an hour ago.
Oh, lunch lady, please do have another sloppy Jimbo. How's it smooth, night?
No, that's your third helping, young man. It's making you fat and soft and tender.
Okay, I got your German grub right here.
Mark, does it strike you as odd that Uter disappeared and suddenly they're serving us this mysterious food called Uterbraten?
Dude, I really hope none of that was true. That conspiracy theory has been going around for a little bit now. It's actually a little bit kind of crazy that that even is a conspiracy theory, that they're putting human meat in food.
You know that Disneyland is located at the 33rd degree latitude mark, and Walt Disney was a well-recognized 33rd degree Freemason. He also has Club 33 on property and is right next to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I don't think we need to have occultic symbols at a children's park, but you do you, Walt. Anyways, this is my driver, and when you wish upon a star, you should look it up because Walt Disney's head is in a jar.
They're about to murder me. They're gonna murder me. They just shoot the strips, but they tried to kill me already. I'm telling you, I was just driving up. I hadn't posted nothing. I haven't said nothing. I'm going to an embassy. I want to go to an embassy. I want them out of my way, and I want to go to an embassy, and I'm going to drive this car all the way to the embassy. Whatever embassy I can get to, because my government is trying to kill me, and I want to be protected. I want to go to Iceland's embassy right now. When I get out of this car, they better take me there, or I'm gonna be killed. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna hand me over and have them kill kill me, basically. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna frame me, they're gonna f me up. Help me, help me.
He's saying help me. I don't know how to help you, bro. Like, I just seen the video. I can't really help you, bro. For a second I thought he was in a truck, like a big tractor trailer, because you heard the wobbling sound, like the brrr. That's just his tires blowing on. Like, they literally threw spike strips, completely destroyed his tires.
He's not human, he's a jinn.
That dude's possessed. I didn't want to look at him because I thought he was like mental issues.
In Islam, that's a spirit made of fire. Some call them demons because they can transform into humans.
His head was like 180 degrees turning with me. And then he started...
I couldn't believe what happened next. Click the link in bio to find out.
Reptilians are 100% real. You probably see them every single day. Here are 3 signs that you can look for. The first thing is they will often shapeshift in their eyes. You'll see their eyes turn into little slits. Sometimes they'll even show you their tongue and they'll have like a hissing thing. Often reptilians, if they're on video or if they're on camera, you will actually see them on camera shapeshift. Second thing you'll pick up on is their energy field. It feels very snake-like. The third thing is they don't have normal human emotions and they will come across very apathetic. They're often narcissists.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Elon Musk or Tom Cruise might be a reptilian. Let me know what celebrity you think might be a reptilian.
Footage that resurfaced from the Met Gala about someone from the royal family. What? Princess Beatrice? Okay. And people are saying she looks a little bit too much like a robot here. Almost like she's not real. You already know they have a lot of money, a lot of access to things that aren't accessible to regular people. Yeah. Theory is this was a test to see if we'd be comfortable with fake people in public. People are saying something is a bit off here.
This girl is still like healthy and living, right? But
Yes.
they just wanted to test. Oh, that's a robot.
Something
man.
going on, right?
No human.
She could be not real.
Mira, para los que no creen, vea. Para los que no creen que el demonio existe, vea. Estas personas aparentemente están haciendo un pacto con el diablo y le están entregando su alma. Miren, vean, vean. Vamos. Vámonos. Bueno, lo que yo voy a hacer hoy es muy arriesgado. Yo me voy a infiltrar en la única iglesia en todo el mundo que adora a Satanás. Les pido mucho a ustedes que oren por mí. Vamos. Entremos. Pásense, rápido. Pásense rápido, pásense, no haga bulla, no haga bulla. Oren mucho por nosotros porque lo que vamos a hacer hoy es muy arriesgado. Tenga. Aprovechemos que están allá, aprovechemos.
Respectfully, I had no idea what he was saying, but in my head I'm trying to figure out how the hell do you end up in a satanic cult facility? I don't even know what you call those. Like, how do you even end up there?
Speaking of spiritual warfare and spiritual dimensions, 2 stories about people that have taken salvia. Truly nightmare fuel. I was in this college, this guy smoked some salvia, laid back, and all of a sudden he woke up, but he was a child, and he lived his entire life. He's a child, teenager, went through everything, got married, had kids, grew old, had to bury his wife, became a grandparent, and then died of old age, basically, and then woke up at his college where he smoked salvia, and it broke his mind.
How could it not?
And he was weeping because he's like, that life wasn't real. I had kids that I loved. This next story, I would say, is even scarier.
Oh no. Great.
This guy, also college age, smoked salvia, and he was like basically transported to where he was standing on the side of the road, and he was just standing there. Then all of a sudden he turned into a stone pillar, and he was a milestone, like a mile marker stone for 300 years.
What?
And he said he watched the forest change. He watched horse and buggy, and eventually turned into cars and a highway. And then after 300 years, a construction crew came and tore him down, and he woke up.
Bro, you go and try to get stoned, you'd become one. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. I mean, like, think about claustrophobia. Like, you have a full intellectual mind, yet you're stuck like that
for 300 years.
Straight up terrifying.
Like, she literally reminds me of my mom. I honestly think that she's my mom. And I said, aren't you Barbara? And my daughter literally went, like, she shook her head yes.
People suggested her to record a video of saying a random name when her little girl is distracted, and then saying Barbara to see if she would react.
Hey, Emma.
Hi, Emma. Barbara?
But this next video is even better proof.
This is the first time showing Era this picture. I want to see how she reacts. She's touching her own face. What the fuck? Is that your... Era, who is that? Is that yours?
Her son was an executioner in his past life.
Take it up head? Take off my head? Yeah. You want me to take off my head? Yeah. Why? I think. Do you know what'll happen if you take off my head? Yeah. What will happen? Baby happy, you take my head off. I'll take your head off? Yeah.
I don't know if it's me, but that kid kind of looks like an executioner. Like if an executioner was a baby.
Oh, you thought that was all done with the magic touch of a super good plastic surgeon and some ice dunking? No, sweetheart. Actually, that's called adrenochrome. Yeah, look that one up. Oh, you thought those were ladies. The first No, sweetie. A woman doesn't have a size 15 foot on accident. My foot is large, but it ain't that big. You also don't mistakenly call your wife Mike when her name is... Just saying. Oh, I can't touch that with a 10-foot pole. The reason being is that I've only read the handbook created by the creator of this place, saying that let the expanse separate the waters from above and from below. So that would probably tell me what? Yeah, no, outer space doesn't exist. Exactly, correct. It can't if there's water. So you thought that the water above was outer space, and we took a rocket, shot it through this glass ceiling that is impenetrable, and made it to outer space. Time to blast! Ooh, I didn't want to touch this one with a 30-foot pole, but when in Rome, okay, class, who invented the first transgender clinic? Right, okay. And then why would they want to do that? Why would they want to mass produce the idea of men and men and woman and woman? External what? I'm just the messenger.
Years ago, he came to earth, died on a cross, rose from the dead, and promised he would come back a second time, except this time to judge the earth. So the question is, when? Before Jesus returns, the Bible tells us that these 7 signs will occur. Let's see if we can place each of them on our timeline to find out exactly how close we are to the second coming of Christ. Starting with sign number 1. When asked by his disciples what would be the sign of his coming, Jesus told them something that is going to blow your mind. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. This phrase is a Hebrew idiom that means the entire world will be at war.
Nothing like this war had ever been seen. It defied prophecy. It had escaped from the control of man.
Only 100 years ago, people experienced the first ever world war. And almost 2,000 years before that, Jesus said, when you see the entire world at war with one another, it is the beginning of sorrows. The word sorrows here literally means birth pains or birth contractions. A woman grows a baby for 9 long months inside of her, but when the contractions start, it's only a matter of hours before the baby is born. Jesus was saying, when you see a worldwide war, this is the beginning of the end. Sign number 2.
In 2019, a mother returned home after she went grocery shopping, but when she tried to open the front door, it appeared to be locked. With her 18-year-old daughter and 5-year-old son inside, she yelled out to them. The daughter replied and said that she also couldn't open the door. So the woman called her brother and asked if he could come over and help her. When the brother arrived, he kicked down the door and they saw the daughter dismembering the body of the son and eating his remains. The scene was so gruesome that the mother fainted. Meanwhile, the girl tried to escape, but the uncle soon ran after her and caught her. The girl, Karina Roque, was soon after her capture arrested and sent to an isolation cell. When the police took a closer look at the body, they saw that the boy's privates were cut off. Karina later confessed that she cut them off and ate them.
Most people have no soul. Gnosis and the Cassiopean transcripts both claim that 50% of the human population lack a soul and have no potential to develop one, as they do not possess the higher centers of consciousness required for spiritual growth. In The Stellar Man, John Baines argues that much of humanity operates without a true sense of individuality, acting more like programmed mindless extensions of a collective hive mind. The Corpus Hermeticum, a key Hermetic and Gnostic work, likewise claims that not all humans possess the divine spark that sets conscious beings apart from animals. Without it, a person lives by instinct alone, lacking inner depth or true self-awareness. Renowned clairvoyant Rudolf Steiner also spoke of rare cases where, due to what he called cosmic errors, a human body may be inhabited not by a genuine human soul, but by a lesser being or demon, normally not meant for incarnation. Diane Fortune, in Psychic Self-Defense, also corroborates this, interestingly stating that these soulless births are more likely to occur when the mother conceives under the influence of. Follow me for more hidden knowledge.
There's mothers that go into labor drunk. I've never heard or even seen that. This is like the first time in my entire life I've heard someone say that a mother conceives under the influence of alcohol.
Have you heard of the 9-year-old girl who can sing and put any creature, critter, or human being to sleep? I'll play the song at the end of this video so you can hear what it sounds like, but sit down so if you fall asleep, you don't fall over. Scientists have been studying her. Her name is Sonia Pickelburn, and she's 9 years old, and she lives in Sonora, Mexico. Pickelburn is a Dutch name, so she does have some Dutch relativage, but she's mainly Mexican. But you can see the dogs can't stay awake, the chickens can't stay awake. Her parents have to wear earplugs 24/7 because they said as they try to parent her, they'll be like, hey, eat all your vegetables, and she'll just sing and they'll get knocked out and fall right to sleep. And if they're like, you need to go to bed, she'll sing and they'll go to bed. And so she's kind of the owner of her own destiny and can make her own choices even at 9 because of her singing ability. The scientists don't know if it's like a genetic mutation in her DNA sequencer strands, and she's kind of like an ex-woman-esque individual, or it's just in the tonage of the voice or the words of the voice.
Woman was killed and later was propped up to appear like she was alive, so this guy was gonna be able to get ransom money.
Really?
Yes. There was this 18-year-old girl named Samantha Koenig who lived in Alaska at the time, and this was in 2012. She worked as a barista, and one night she was at her shop working there. I think it was by herself, and it was around closing time. Randomly, this man named Israel Keys, he enters her shop. Immediately, this guy goes back there and starts attacking her. He eventually ends up kidnapping this girl from her job at the time. So he takes her, goes to his house, and for hours, this guy was this girl. And when he was done with her, he murdered her inside of his place. So her parents were sitting there thinking, when is Samantha coming home? It's already super late. This isn't the usual time that she, stays out. Her parents go to her job. They call the police. They do a bunch of things to try to see what's going on. Police start looking for this girl, and it gets so big that even majority of the city gets involved to try to find this girl, Samantha.
Yeah.
At the same time while this is happening, this guy, Israel, decided to go on a cruise. He comes back to hear the news, so he kind of panics and is like, holy I gotta find out what I can do about this. So he comes up with this plan where he goes and grabs her body wherever he stashed it, cleans her up, props her up, he braids her hair, duct tapes her mouth closed, and literally sews her eyes open so it appears like she's alive.
I think I remember hearing about this story.
Yes, bro, the picture went viral at this time that a lot of people were seeing. He did this, and he takes a picture of her so he can use it to get ransom money from her family.
Sewing the eyes open is
so dark.
So
like
crazy.
The image is so eerie to me. Like looking at the image, it looks so scary.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It looks so scary because you can see there's no life in her eyes.
Yeah,
anymore.
you can already tell she's gone.
I also found out that it's incredibly illegal, extremely illegal, to go on television and say something like the best place to fire a mortar launcher at the White House would be from the roof of the Rockefeller Hewitt building because of minimal security, and you'd have a clear line of sight to the president's bedroom. Insanely illegal. Ridiculously, recklessly, insanely illegal. Yet even more illegal to show an illustrated diagram. insanely illegal, ridiculously, horribly felonious, because they will come to your house in the middle of the night and they will lock you up, extremely against the law. One thing that is technically legal to say is that we have a group that meets Fridays at midnight under the Brooklyn Bridge, and the password is Sic Semper Tyrannis.
He goes, guys, do not say this because they will come for you. Then just says the most craziest stuff.
This dude literally did a Mortal Kombat fatality on his girlfriend.
Really?
This happened in 2015 in Florida. It was this 26-year-old dude named Fidel Lopez, and he started dating this girl named Maria Nemeth, and she was 31, I believe. So she was like a cool chunk older than bruh. I think she was in a previous relationship before that. She was already married previously to this other guy. One day they're both at the house and things get hot and heavy, so they start getting into it. While they're having sex, this girl Maria ends up saying her ex-husband's name
while they're doing
twice while they're having sex.
Oh.
She says his name twice. This guy loses his shit. He grabs like a hot iron and he starts hitting her with it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he starts hitting her with it and stuff. To top this off, bro, I cannot make this up. Like this guy is a Viltrumite or something. Takes his bare hand and he jams it in her stomach, Mike.
What the fuck?
Yes, he jams his hand in her stomach. He pulls her intestines out.
Oh my god.
And he did all this while she was still alive.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm not even kidding, bro. Yeah, and then to even make it worse, bro, they even said he, after that, decided to dig inside her that too, and he pulled some stuff out too.
What the fuck?
Yeah. The neighbors pretty much heard this lady screaming her head off because
sure.
she was alive the whole time, and they ended up calling 911, telling them to go check it out. Police go over there, and they ended up arresting this dude, bro. And when they take him in to interrogate him, he pretty much just says, like, I just snapped and became an animal. I don't know.
Dude.
Yeah, and he's arrested for the rest of his life. That dude
for sure. You're never going to see the fucking sunlight again after that.
bro. You literally, that's literally a fatality, dude.
Today we were reporting live and we are absolutely exposing Cult Filet by asking the golden question. Is Chick-fil-A really a Christian conservative company, or is this just one big psychological marketing scheme to funnel conservative Christian Americans into buying their food? From their cult-like behavior to funding Zionist and pro-Israel causes, all the way to chemically engineered food that is meant to keep you addicted, we are showing no mercy, so stay tuned for this video. Chick-fil-A does not follow Christ, but by saying that they're Christian, they deceive the Christian masses into blindly trusting them, just like wolves in sheep's clothing. Matthew 7:20 says that we shall know them by their fruits. So while Chick-fil-A may say they want to glorify God, they want to be a faithful steward and make sure everybody has a positive experience, their fruits are 50 chemically manufactured, cancer-causing ingredients, all slathered in canola oil. Food designed to keep you addicted. And the reason they only hire a certain type of person is not because of their good ethics in hospitality. It's because Chick-fil-A's structure is designed to emotionally disarm you. They want the fake smiles and the customer service to make you feel all warm and welcome, but under it, all they care about is serving you their highly addictive food. This is the same reason they close on Sundays. They want you to think they're God-fearing, but in business, it's called creating scarcity so that you perceive their food as more valuable. Not to mention the actual Sabbath is on Saturday before Emperor Constantine changed it. To make $22.7 billion a year, you have to sell out, which brings me to my next point. Chick-fil-A's foundation money routes through tons of organizations that, no coincidence, heavily support Israel, like the NCCF, which is openly one of the largest funders for Israel's defense. They've supported politicians who are pro-Israel, and they've even funded youth ministries and churches that push a pro-Israel agenda. Rather than secret societies, the founder of Chick-fil-A hides in plain sight and is part of something called the Evangelical Corporate Network, a quiet and powerful alliance of faith-based billionaires that use their funding to control U.S. policy. These people are wolves. Why settle for 50 ingredient, cancer-causing sandwiches when you could fuel your body, your temple, with single ingredient, wild harvested herbal remedies?
Dude, I did not know Chick-fil-A had that many ingredients in their chicken nuggets and their burger. I'm not gonna lie, Chick-fil-A is really good too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like me some Chick-fil-A. I mean, I guess it's a healthier options out of McDonald's, but you know what I'm saying? It is fast food at the end of the day. For all we know, there could literally be humans in that.
Throw your phone away immediately if you see a photo like this. 2 years ago, this woman named Jada had moved into her house. She'd been there for about a year and worked from home, like she barely ever went out. Was a little bit of an introvert, stayed at home with her husband and never left the house really, unless they really needed to. Which of course meant her phone was always in her possession. Her husband didn't really go on it and no one did. One day, she noticed this. This photo just randomly appeared in the middle of her camera roll. She didn't know the person, it wasn't her, and no one had had her phone. Ever. Her and her husband were shocked and they thought, well, someone must have hacked the phone or someone must have taken the phone while she was out, but no. And she didn't even have any friends who went on the phone either. Scariest part of this is it's not just her. This happened to a lot of people, with these random photos appearing on people's devices. Going out, never being in these environments, but the photos being there. Only appearing on their camera roll, even though they've never seen it before. Even one which was linked to a murder, which was on a random woman's phone. How the hell did that get on?
Dude, my first thought is either someone snuck into her house while she was sleeping, or airdrop. I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes if you're outside, if you have airdrop on and you're walking by someone, they could literally just randomly airdrop you anything. Like, I've had this time, I think I was on a plane and some random dude airdropped me like some crazy stuff. I'm like, sometimes you don't even notice it because it's just so quick, but majority of the times you gotta accept or decline it. But some people, you know what I'm saying, they don't really know what's going on, so they just click something.
Just trapping and cursing people through his street performance. What? A guy in Italy, in Florence, after the pose, he always finds a way to grab their hand and put his hand on top of their head. And then they saw his eyes fluttering. Oh, underneath his eyelids. Two guys who are really like into Christianity and stuff like that. He said the Holy Spirit showed him cobwebs over him.
So I asked Phoenix, who can see in the spirit realm, he can see angels, demons, all that crazy stuff. What's going on spiritually?
I asked God if he could show me what was going on with this guy spiritually, and in the spirit realm, swirling around the sky is this gray cloud of spider webs.
What does cobwebs that mean? In the spiritual realm, that's witchcraft. Really? Yeah. So he's doing curses, and whenever they walk away, they see the same cobwebs over that person. Oh, that's crazy. It's a trap, fam.
Yeah,
he's like praying over him.
He looks demonic, bro.
Okay, since the Obamas are in headlines right now and I don't think they're going anywhere, I just wanted to talk about Michelle because it's come to my attention that there are still people who don't know about Big Mike.
The first gay president or the first woman
we
president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans...
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Joan Rivers, legend, you sacrificed the truth for humanity. These are probably nothing. You know what's interesting? You can find these old pictures, but you know what you can't find? A picture of Michelle pregnant. It's probably nothing. Yeah.
And men and women of the finest military in the world. And most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah. Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's deployed today. All of you have performed extraordinary service to our country.
Big Mike! And lastly, if you were like a transgender, aka somebody with a severe mental illness, if you were transitioning into somebody new, wouldn't you write a story like becoming that new person? It's right in front of our faces, you guys, and people still can't see.
I'm not gonna lie, the pregnancy pictures is definitely a good point. I'm gonna try to find someone and put them in a video if it's possible. If it's not possible, I'm gonna let y'all know. Imagine if Michelle Obama is actually not Big Mike and she's actually a woman. I wonder how she feels that there's literally people that think she's a man. Like, that's hilarious.
Man says LeBron made a deal with the devil and his number will be called soon. This is a crazy theory.
Let me tell you something about LeBron. We're talking about Antarctica, the Cell of the Fallen Angels. No other team in the NBA wants him. His time is up.
I mean, he is older.
I can't wait to see these shorts. His time is up. No team wants him. He's got one more year. And when he retires, his number would be called to either him, his wife, his daughter,
what that means.
Or one of his sons. Somebody has to sacrifice because we allowed you, LeBron, to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm telling you how these deep state devils think. They want blood. Okay? We gave you what you want. You're the greatest scorer in NBA history. We need someone to be liquidated.
I hope this isn't true, but
his
we're
number
going to see.
Will be called And you got a lot of listeners. Oh, you're saying he's going to die? I'm not saying he's going to die like Kobe. Something's about to come up. You see, anyone on that, especially the rappers, we talked about this the first time I was on your Power Show. To go higher into the rap industry, you have to be butt broken, like you say, in humiliation, okay? And so they're butt broken. That's the system. And if you don't want to give in, they're trying to destroy you.
Did he just say butt broken?
What do you
What
mean
does he mean
by
by that?
Oh my god. There was no way this was just revealed. And after seeing this, I can never no longer believe anything they ever tell me. Because what he just exposed will ruin 99% of you. So if you're weak, just click off now. Look, as we know, Cat Williams has said things that oftentimes get him in trouble. But what if he went too far with what he just revealed? Because who he just exposed has been known for taking people out, for even mentioning them. So now the question on everyone's mind is that if he went this far, when will they come for him? And what are they going to do? And the sad thing is that you guys idolize these people, but this whole time they're lying to you. And it makes you wonder, what else are they keeping secret from us that we have no idea about? And see.
That's probably what that other dude meant by butt broken. Yo, that's crazy, dude. He exposes so many things about the industry. I'm surprised that they haven't tried to take him out yet.
In the moonlight, my honey,
In 1941, an old man began hearing weird noises in his home, but each time he went to go check them, he found nothing. He didn't believe much in the supernatural, so he plainly figured it was just the house settling. Unfortunately, he was very wrong. The strange incidents continued for 5 weeks until the old man, Philip Peters, found something standing at his fridge. It appeared to be an abnormally slender, tall man, and Peters panicked, swinging his cane at it. However, the intruder swung back, knocking him to the ground. He then continued to bludgeon Peters until it was clear he was no longer alive. Peters' body was discovered later that day, but the police found no signs of forced entry and even noted that all the windows and doors were still locked. They did find a small trapdoor in the ceiling of a closet, but determined that it was physically impossible for anyone to enter it. Therefore, they never checked inside. Philip Peters' wife returned to the house soon after his death and hired a housekeeper to help her out. But once again, strange incidents kept occurring. They soon became convinced that the home was haunted, which led to the housekeeper's resignation and the widow's moving away. But even after the house was vacated, the neighbors still noticed apparitions in the windows and lights flickering on in the middle of the night. But whenever they knocked, nobody would answer. After receiving so many calls about this house, the Denver police decided to station 2 officers outside to keep an eye on it. And late one night, they finally spotted the figure themselves. They ran inside and immediately heard a door handle move on the 2nd floor. They bolted after the sound and made it just in time to spot a pair of legs climbing up into the closet trap door. They reached inside, caught the man by his legs, and yanked him back out. The man's name was Theodore Coneys.
That's the type of story that makes you want to check like every small crevice in your house.
Well, North Carolina had changed his name to Pazuzu to honor the Sumerian demon. So what he ends up doing is becoming very, very obsessed by the spirit of Pazuzu. He interpreted it as needing human sacrifice. So what he ended up doing was getting a disenfranchised youth in his neighborhood to come together and help him worship Pazuzu by murdering neighbors and cannibalizing them and burying their remains in the backyard of his mother's house. Eventually he was found and arrested and taken to jail to await trial, and he was asking to do his ritual to Pazuzu. It was called the full moon ritual. He begs them, please, can I just kill a little animal? Pazuzu's gonna get me if I don't. And they're like, yeah, buddy, no. So he's back in his cell, and about 3 a.m, they hear something, and there was nobody in there with him. And they hear something, and the guard goes and he sees this Pazuzu is lying in a puddle of his own blood. He bled out, he was scratched up through his arteries, and he was dead. He never made it to trial because he died mysteriously, and there was no explanation other than hemorrhage.
No one can seem to agree on anything anymore except for 2 things: pizza and us. And us.
to think my family's in the Illuminati. And, you know, I just wanted to come out here and clear it up that it's all true. I'm late for my human sacrifice right now. My adrenochrome levels are running low. I'll hit you guys back after we sacrifice this child.
Correct. So not one child.
Being seen as the nicest guy in Hollywood is that no one searches my backyard for bodies.
Put up the secret bookshelf and he's like, this is where we keep the children. And I was like, I tried to just put it out of my mind.
See later on Tuesday, incredibly, a body found on the Queen's estate in Sandringham. The cause of death not yet known. Royal correspondent Max Foster joining me now from London.
These higher elites drink human blood to get high, and just how can stimulate you and make you feel on top of the world. Drinking human blood could give you a greater feeling. In particular, they want the human blood from children in fear. And I will try to explain the science behind that briefly. Now, as a child, your blood is more pure, but if they can instill fear in you before they kill you, all that adrenaline that comes from the fear, it ends up in the blood that they take from you. And when you drink it and consume it, all that adrenaline just build up and it gives you like a supernatural high, like you can astral project and other things.
We talked about adrenochrome in last Friday's video. It was absolutely insane what it really is. Again, I mean, it is really just a conspiracy, but in my head, it's like, why would you want to consume the blood of another person? Because like, what if they have like some mysterious virus or illness in their blood? Like, now you have it. So I never understood that concept. But the whole idea of adrenochrome with children and stuff like that, it's just crazy, dude. It really starts with like Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein and all these like strong elites. Because there's a lot of pictures of people going from looking really, really old to like super young, or like people that's like 70 plus that somehow look like they're 20 to 30 years old. For example, like Kris Jenner. Like, she looks like this. Like, how do you look like this at 70 years old, pretty much? So whatever she's taking, you know what I'm saying, hopefully it lasts forever.
Thank you all for watching this here video.